episodes, my third year here at Tight End U. Try and make it more special every single year that we do this. Thought what better way than to welcome the guys with friendship bracelets. Take a page out of Taylor Swift's book.
Such a nice color on you.
Yes, I know. It's the color of your eyes, sweetie. That's why we match so well.
We're about to do a podcast.
What happens when the world's biggest pop star falls in love with one of the NFL's biggest personalities? You get the Taylor Swift effect, a force so powerful it doesn't just break the internet, it rewires it. Because when Taylor Swift entered Travis Kelce's orbit, everything around him, his fame, his following, his entire brand, exploded like a halftime fireworks show. And nowhere was that more obvious than in his podcast. Before Taylor, New Heights was just two brothers, Travis and Jason Kelce, joking about football, life, and locker room stories. After Taylor, it became one of the biggest shows in the world. This is the story of how the Taylor Swift effect turned Travis Kelce's podcast into a cultural empire, breaking records, changing audiences, and redefining what celebrity influence really means. Let's rewind to the beginning. In 2022, the Kelce brothers launched New Heights, a casual podcast built on charisma and brotherly banter. It was fun, it was authentic, and it quickly built a loyal sports audience. But it wasn't exactly topping global charts. Most episodes pulled a few 100,000 views, respectable, but not game-changing. It was a football show for football fans. And then came Taylor Swift. When rumors of their connection first hit, New Heights transformed overnight. A single mention of Taylor on the show sent clips flying across TikTok and Twitter. Swifties, a fandom known for their loyalty and detective skills, flooded the comments. They weren't sports fans, but they were curious. And curiosity on the internet is rocket fuel. Then came the moment that broke the internet. Taylor Swift herself appeared on New Heights. The episode was pure history. More than 1.3 million people watched live on YouTube, the highest concurrent viewership ever for a podcast. Spotify reported a 3,000% surge in new listeners in 24 hours. Female listenership jumped by 600% overnight. Taylor wasn't just a guest, she was a magnet. Every quote became a headline. Every look became a meme. For a solid week, the episode trended on Twitter, TikTok, and YouTube simultaneously. It was more than a podcast, it was a global event. When the dust settled, one thing was clear. Travis Kelce's brand had leveled up forever. Before Taylor, he was known for touchdowns and Super Bowl rings. After Taylor, he was a household name worldwide. New Heights evolved too, from a sports talk show into a hybrid of entertainment, humor, and celebrity culture. Sponsors poured in. Reports suggest the show has secured over $100 million in brand deals and partnerships. The audience shifted. Millions of new listeners who weren't there for football at all. They were there for the story, the love story. Now let's talk facts, because Taylor Swift doesn't just move hearts, she moves numbers. Travis Kelce's Instagram followers rose from 3.5 million to 10 million in 3 months. The New Heights YouTube channel grew from under 1 million subscribers to almost 6 million. Clips mentioning Taylor Swift crossed 2 billion views on TikTok. A single teaser clip of Taylor's episode garnered 4.5 million likes on Instagram. That's more engagement than some Super Bowl ads get. Marketing experts called it the most valuable guest appearance in podcast history. But this is bigger than downloads or views. Taylor Swift turned Travis Kelce into a multi-dimensional brand. He went from athlete to entertainer, front row at award shows, on magazine covers, hosting events, and signing major endorsements. His charm and authenticity made him a perfect fit for brands that wanted to reach new audiences, especially women. And his podcast became his megaphone. Every episode let him show his humor, his values, and his relationship in a real way, turning content into connection. That's the genius of the Kelce Swift brand. It feels real, even when it's perfectly packaged.
First game she came to against the Bears, I was like, hey, I could probably set you up with everything, and she just walked right through the front door. There's no going down, talking to security, making sure that she gets to her. She was just like, I just want to be around the family and friends and experience this with everybody. She got buku points for that. I was like, damn, she's in the madness, man. She wants to be a part of it. She wants to support me and do things like that. I was like, man, she really won me over with that one.
That's awesome.
That's cool, man. It doesn't seem like you're happy. How's it been going to the concerts?
Dude, the concerts are electric. They're electric. And she just switched it up. She just came out with the new album. She kind of incorporated that into the new show. She's having fun up there.
Yeah.
So it's I can enjoy seeing her in her element, killing it on stage. And I love the show, man. She's got bangers.
Make no mistake, this was no accident. Taylor Swift understands media like no one else. Her fans don't just watch, they mobilize. So when she stepped onto Travis's platform, she brought an entire digital army with her. This was a masterclass in cross-audience marketing. Sports fans met Swifties, and for the first time, those two cultures overlapped. The result? Longer watch times, higher retention, and a completely new demographic for the show. Within 2 months, average episode watch time was up 38%. People weren't just clicking in, they were staying. That's a marketer's dream. Of course, not everyone was thrilled. Some fans said New Heights was becoming too Hollywood. Others claimed Travis was riding Taylor's coattails, but while the critics talked, the numbers kept climbing. Even the negative press only fueled curiosity. People tuned in to see what the buzz was about and stayed for the chemistry. As Taylor once sang, "I can make the whole place shimmer." And she did. So what's next for the Kelce-Swift power couple? Rumors say the Kelce brothers are expanding New Heights into a media network, complete with spin-offs, live events, and special guest series. There's talk that Taylor could return for a charity episode linked to her tour. If that happens, expect records to shatter again. Travis has become the face of modern masculinity, strong, humorous, and secure enough to embrace the spotlight. And Taylor continues to prove she can turn any platform she touches into gold. Together, they've created one of the most influential intersections of sports and pop culture ever. In a world obsessed with likes and views, this story stands for something bigger. Taylor Swift didn't just amplify Travis Kelce, she redefined what authentic visibility looks like in the digital age, and Travis didn't just ride the wave, he learned to surf it. Their connection turned into a business case study on influence, branding, and love in real time. This is the Taylor Swift effect, and New Heights, it's no longer just a podcast, it's a movement, one that started with a friendship bracelet and ended up changing pop culture forever.